Hello, I'm Gregg Thompson with Bluepoint Leadership Development. As one year winds down and another is set to begin, this is a great time for us as leaders to reflect on and consider the impact we are having on our teams, our organizations, our communities, and our families. It is also a time when many of us think about the new year and the changes we want to make in our approach to our work and our relationships. I would like to offer you 3 ideas that can interrupt the unavoidable noise and chatter in your mind and to guide you in your thinking towards a whole new pathway for you as a leader. I encourage you to consider 3 simple but challenging questions. The first is about holding on. What values, principles, and aspirations guide all your leadership decisions and actions? This question challenges us to hold on to those things that give our work meaning. The second is about letting go. What habits, practices, and attitudes are keeping you stuck in some way and are best left behind? This question challenges us to let go of those things that no longer serve us well. The third question is about moving on. What new leadership or life pathway do you want to make your own? And what are you prepared to do to shift onto that pathway? Holding on, letting go, moving on. Let's explore each of these ideas a little bit deeper. Adaptation is an important element of life. Some things in life are open to change, but some things are not. These we need to hold on to at all costs. I believe that each of us has a few deeply held values which we use to create meaning in our work as leaders. I'm saddened when I see young, impatient leaders giving up on their careers when they are unable to find meaning in their work. I want to grab them by the collar, give them a shake, and tell them meaning is not something we find. It is something we make. In one of his thought-provoking speeches, John Gardner said it best. Meaning is not something you stumble across like the answer to a riddle or a prize in a treasure hunt. Meaning is something you build into your life. I suggest meaning is something we build into our leadership. I would encourage each of you to take some time to think about your leadership. What does it mean to you? What does it mean to others? John Gardner was also fond of saying, "We build our own prisons and serve as our own jail keepers." While I am not a psychologist, I have observed that while we often blame circumstances and other people for our lack of success, most of the things that prevent us from achieving what we really want to achieve are self-imposed. Over the holiday season, I would encourage you to take some quiet time to honestly identify the mental anchors that you are dragging around with you every day. How much of your energy do you burn keeping alive ancient wounds, grievances, resentments, losses, and jealousies? Who do you blame most frequently for your lack of success? In what ways have you simply accepted the persistent discomfort of never tried, rather than risking the pain of gave it my all and failed? Isn't this a great time of the year to have that honest conversation about personal responsibility with that one person who is so easy to fool, yourself? One of the most overused metaphors in the leadership development field is the image of a leader climbing up a steep mountain, striving for the summit. The problem is that there is no summit. We never get there. There is no arrival platform. Leadership is a journey. Leadership is a choice. It is a choice to travel a pathway aimed at getting things done through the most uncertain of entities, people. Leadership is, in fact, a never-ending adventure full of amazing successes and gut-wrenching failures, great clarity and immense confusion, enormous joy and the deepest despair. But it is worth it. It makes things happen. It gets things done. So how do we do it? How do we move down this pathway? There's only one formula. Learn as much as you can and dive into the experience. Leaders learn by doing things others will not. They try the impossible. They think the unthinkable. They endure the unendurable. They love the unlovable. Leadership is an act of faith. Faith in oneself and faith in others. Courage and leadership are inseparable. What courageous act do you need to take to make a shift onto a new pathway as a leader? What one action will have the biggest impact on your team, your organization, your community, your family? I have learned one important thing in my work as a leadership coach. We all have another, more challenging, more rewarding pathway ahead of us if we choose to take it. We all have energy not used, talents not tapped, and opportunities not seized. Early in every coaching assignment, I listen very carefully to what my clients most want out of their work and their lives, and then listen even more carefully to hear what they're going to do to make sure they don't get it. Maybe this is the year to choose to get it. I want to take this opportunity to thank our wonderful clients for inviting us to help them accelerate the development of that incredibly valuable resource, their leaders. On behalf of my colleagues at Bluepoint, I wish you and your families the very best of the new year. We hope that you make it the best year ever and believe it is within your power to do so.
For more videos and information about Bluepoint, visit us on the web at bluepointleadership.com.